made the weather change for us. We go through, but we never change for us. So smile for us when you see us drive for us. Nigga, watch us ball. Stop and stall, nigga, not at all. I'm popping bras with Tiny Hawk at the shopping mall. All money in the squad, or I'm not involved. Can't pay the cost to floss, I can spot your flaws. SLs with the top and off. Dress well when it's time to ball. Couple hundred for my boxer drawers. Young nigga used to shop at Ross. First to shoot when it's popping off. Couple times a nigga almost got popped by Ross. Crash unit, buzz cut, ex-Marines. Crenshaw, Slauson Ave, 17. Infant Stone, Lil Shake. Baby boat the fast lady demonstration. 85 cuts with the 380s. Summertime functions, LA streets crazy. Shoot it out, that's what this crew about. Hanging out the cut.
Happy birthday to Nip. Hey, TMC, baby.
Sell killers in pursuit of clout. If they're wrong, but who is you to doubt?
Start off like that. Happy birthday, Nip. Marathon continues.
And then move it south.
You know what I'm saying? And marathon continues don't just mean Nip, man. It means whatever you're doing, whatever struggles, whatever the, you know what I'm saying, the move is you're making, man. It still continues. Feel me? Anyway, it's been excuse me. No vid. It's been a minute, y'all. I know y'all missed me, man. You had to. I know I got haters that like to report my shit. That's all good. Anyway, so I want to just do a little something, man. A little random thoughts from your highness. So the topics trending right now seem to be Kamala Harris for the VP, right? And the WAP. Wet ass pussy. We're gonna get to that. Let's start off with the Kamala Harris thing. Let's just get the politics out the way. Let's get the boring shit out the way, and then we can pivot to the sexy shit, right? All right, so Kamala Harris, right? Listen, everybody knows that Kamala Harris is trash. You don't have to waste time trying to convince people that Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Mike Pence or any of them, you don't have to convince anybody that they are trash. I put up whatever. All right, let's try this again. Where was we at? Kamala Harris, right? All right. Am I good? I don't know if I'm good or not. We're gonna keep it rolling though. So when it comes to like Kamala Harris, listen, you don't have to waste time convincing me or most people that Kamala Harris is trash. We know that. Donald Trump, trash. Mike Pence, trash. Joe Biden, trash. The list goes on and on. It's all garbage at this point. So the post that I did that I think people misunderstood was really in retrospect, because if you follow like, you know, my old YouTube channel that's now been taken down, or any time I speak upon certain things, when I speak my mind, I've already said that. The point of the post was this: if you don't like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, which is very understandable, why the hell you wait till now to voice that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now that's the only damn choice, that, this or that, Pepsi or Coke. Now you act like you're extra woke with the Kamala Harris ain't black. Everybody knows that. She'll identify as black. We know this. Like, that's redundant at this point. The point is this, though. Like I was saying, back when Yang was in the game, I was saying, like, yo, listen, I know that when it comes to this politics, it's politricks. We know that. However, we got to weave in and play the game at some point, because politics runs everything. So all that politics don't work. Yeah, same ones saying that are the ones that's going to be upset if Joe Biden and Kamala Harris win and start passing fugazi-ass laws like Joe Biden is known to do. The point is, there were options. Like at some point, you got to play the game. It's not going to be the savior. Politics ain't going to save us. The point is, we can maneuver and leverage that to make certain things easier, to get certain things done, certain resources. That's what politics is, a distribution of resources. So right now, you see the resources going to where? The corporations. But then you got people saying politics don't work. But then you're spending your money at stores that fund politicians and policies that go against you because their interest is different than yours. But then you send your kids to school and they're all tied into politics. But then you keep your money in the bank, and most of y'all keep your money in banks that used to hold slaves. Let's keep it real. You're at Wells Fargo, you're at Bank of America, lie if you want to, you're at JP Morgan. Let's keep it real. You're holding your money where the same place that made money off our ancestors. And then you say politics don't work. But those banks are participating in politics. Just a fact. So all I was saying is this. Look, Andrew Yang was running. I know he didn't never say reparations, but he was saying $1,000 a month just off the rip. That could help a lot of people. He was saying, you know, own your data. Data's worth more than oil. They make a guap off our data. Like some of the things he was saying, you should have been peeping. Automation of these jobs, this and that. Now that this COVID shit hit, all of a sudden you guys are begging for that $1,200, which is a principle that only came to fruition because of him. They consulted with him before they did that. So I'm sitting now imagine if we would have supported him, even if he didn't get into the nomination, just his support would have indicated that he has that much influence. That means that his ideas would be probably more represented in the incoming administration. Same with the Bernie Sanders. I was telling you, Bernie Sanders is a good, you know, he's worth looking at, because when you looked at his policies, 6 of his policies on his platform were in line with the reparations platform. Even though I know he said he ain't for reparations, look at the policies, they were in line with what we've been saying for reparations. So what I'm saying is it would have just gave us a little bit more room to maneuver. Free healthcare makes sense right now, doesn't it? Free college, public colleges, makes sense right now, doesn't it? Debt relief, which not only helps, you know, with your credit, which means you have more access to resources, that would help right now, wouldn't it? So what I'm saying is like, yo, we had an opportunity that we missed because we didn't want to play politics. We didn't want to support something that maybe could have helped or give us leverage. We have to play the game at some point. You can't tell me you're a black nationalist and you're all about that. But if you don't understand simple civics and politics, how the hell are we going to govern our own damn nation? Explain that to me. Explain to me who's going to be running this shit, because the same ones who don't participate in politics are going to be the same one that's also going to complain about black leadership in a black nation because they don't participate. So therefore, they're not going to be privy to executive decision making. So yes, Kamala is garbage. But the fact that she's in that position is because of our lack of engagement in the process. Of course, I would say start locally. That's what's most important. As of now, to me, the whole little general election is garbage. Fuck them both. I don't give a fuck. Only reason I would lean towards Biden more than Trump right now is only because Trump blew this COVID shit so damn bad. Other than that, I would say, well, Trump's policies haven't been as bad as Biden, so fuck it. Let Trump ride it. Let Trump, you know, win it, and then that will give us more leverage to make sure the Democrats get, you know what I'm saying, their shit right. But at the end of the day, fuck them both. Like the fact that some of y'all are still talking in terms of like Republican, Democrat, left, right, conservative, progressive, just lets me know that you guys are still in that box. Because really what it should be about is what is in our best interest. And if we did that, it wouldn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat. We're going to go what's in our best interest. Matter of fact, if Americans across the board did that, we wouldn't have people like Donald Trump or Joe Biden even running for the general, because we'd have people that more represent our best interests, not establishment either way. Left or right, don't matter. Democrat, Republican, don't matter if we don't have the right people that's representing us, and that has to start locally. So that's all I want to say about that, the Kamala Harris shit. Yeah, she's trash, she's garbage, but that's redundant to say that, and then ignore the fact that the reason why she's there, and who else did you think Joe Biden was gonna fucking pick other than Kamala Harris? But the fact that she's in that position is because we didn't engage the way we should have in the process, because we always make these excuses not to engage. And to not engage in any form of politics is to say that you want other people making the laws and policies that govern your life. That to me is slave shit. So our ancestors didn't die to vote. I get that, but they did die for us to be free and for us to progress. And that's one of the tools we have to use. Just like we use the media, social media, just like we use our dollar, just like we use ourselves gathering at these protests. Everything has to be on the table right now. Understand that. I don't want to get too much on my Sharif bag, but that's had to be said. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's up. Somebody saying something before we get to this next one. What's up, Kim? What's up, Laquita? What's up? Jobs in the building. My skin is my sin. Aisha Jackson, I ain't begging for shit. And first off, it's our money. Every time FICA hit your check, you paid in. This government is not giving you nothing. We already earned it. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Nisha? Yeah, let me go ahead and respond to that. Okay, so Aisha, that's 100%. That's the point. So like, Yeah, the little 1,200 stimulus and all, that's our money, regardless, because we pay where we really shouldn't have to. We you know what I'm saying? Like the IRS and all that, that's really just fugazi, honestly. But it is ours. It is collectively ours, the people, because we paid for that shit. So the point is this, though, because of our lack of engagement to some degree, right? And I don't even just mean us as black people, because really this goes across the board. I'm just speaking to us because that's what matters the most to me. But really, this can go across the board for anybody. The fact that we don't engage properly in politics and hold these elected officials to task is why they will be bought by corporations. So that's why 80% of that stimulus package went to corporations who didn't need it, and then they just sprinkled some crumbs by giving us some of our money back, but they gave 80% of it to companies that don't even pay taxes. But that's only allowable if we don't engage. That's allowable if people don't, you know what I'm saying, really ride for what's theirs. That's why this shift that's happened with this after this George Floyd is so important, not to lose momentum. And that's not how we're going to transition to the WAP. Wet ass pussy. Wet ass pussy. Listen, off top, I'm going to tell you this. If I ever tell you or try to act like I'm mad about anything that has to do with wet ass pussy, I'll be a lying motherfucker. I am not mad about wet ass pussy. You know what I'm saying? When I'm blessed, I can wake up to this shit. The beat's dope. Okay, so we'll break it down from a song angle. The beat's dope. I don't even fuck with Cardi B. I only know one Cardi B verse, and that's the song that she did with Meek Mill. And that song. But she can flow, whether she writes it or not. I don't think she does, because it kind of sounded kind of masculine a little bit. But the song is dope. Megan Thee Stallion, she got off on it. The beat is dope. The video's dope. And time and place for everything. So that sexy shit, that freaky shit, there's a time for that. I'm with the shits. And I think it's hypocritical when we, as men, I'm going to speak to the brothers, when we condemn women for expressing their sexuality, but we've been listening to niggas talk about all kinds of foul shit or, you know, whatever for years and didn't bat an eye. And even the women was dancing to the shit. So now when they want to do it, we can't say, you know what I'm saying, we can't try to hold them to some morality that we don't hold ourselves to. We do need balance. You feel me? The women do have a right to express their sexuality. In fact, I love it. Love it. God damn it. Love it. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Kind of aggressive. Okay. And like I said, I think a male probably wrote the verses. So, overall, it was dope. It really was. Here's what I'll say, though. And I'll just say this in the spirit of, like I said, balance and narrative that we don't control when it comes to things like that. See, the reason why that could be a distraction, the WAP, because, you know, you seen that little, I don't know if y'all seen that chick that was twerking at a, WAP, that was twerking at a, protest, right? Sorry. So anyway, there was a chick that was twerking on the police during a protest, and that's foul. That's messy. That's maggot behavior. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna twerk our way out of this shit. But I'll say this though, that's disgusting. And then let's look at the entanglement shit, right? Remember that entanglement shit that was going on with Will and Jada and all that. And while we're talking about Jada's right or Will's right or entanglement and all that shit, you had human trafficking, sex trafficking going on by major corporations. And you had pedophile rings that weren't being covered. So that was a distraction, right? So that's what I would say. Because we don't control the narrative, a song like that right now can be a distraction from the goal when we need balance. Or maybe you could argue that that song is the balance because everything's so serious right now. But if we control the narrative more, we'd be able to present our message to the point to where, you know, there wouldn't have to be even a possibility that would be a distraction. I'll say this though for the women though, because I'm not going to hate for y'all expressing what you express. But I'll say this as far as when it comes to hip hop and women, sisters, you do have to consider the fact that women artists do not blow up unless they're half naked or talking about sex. The fact that for a female rapper to blow up, she has to call herself a whore, show her body, and express only sexuality and tell you how much dick she sucked and how much money she gets for doing this and that. The fact that that is the case, that's something that y'all should be taking up amongst yourself and with the industry. Because just like Cardi B did that song, And I know Cardi B has said some things that was real about what's going on. She expressed her opinion, whether I 100% agree or not, don't matter. The fact is, she expressed it. She put it out there. I gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that when these artists and these celebrities do that, they're only reflecting on what they pick up from people like us on the grassroots level. So the fact that she's doing that is dope. But I would say this though. The same voice and those same talents and skills should be just representing hip hop. I know that women have more to say than just how wet their pussy is, how many dicks they can suck. I know that female rappers have more to say than that. I know women are more balanced than just that. So the real question is to really empower yourself, because you can't say, oh, it's a women's sexual empowerment. That's bullshit. The real empowerment is when you could be accepted and respected outside of sexual desires that we have for you as men. And then when we can put together messages where even when our female, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying this isn't what's going to be promoted though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this doesn't happen. I know female rappers who get down personally. Queen Bleezy's been on Black I Stand Radio plenty of times. She's dope. She doesn't do the whole sex shit. She does real shit. So I know it's out there. But that's not what, since we don't control the narrative, that's not what's going to, you know, launch out into viralism. So then it allows a song like WAP to even be a distraction. So if sisters, I know, like I said, since I know y'all have more to say, I talk to sisters all the time. I'm in contact with beautiful, intelligent, thoughtful, creative, talented sisters all the time. And we could chop it up about all kinds of subjects all day. So I know that the sisters have more to say than just how wet their pussy is, even though I do appreciate that information. You know what I'm saying? I do. But I know that there's more to it, and especially if it's going to be presented in a way that, you know, our children can get to that, and you know, different. I'm just saying, like, yo, nothing wrong with the song. Do the damn thing. But I know there's more to it than that, and the fact that it could be a distraction is partly on us because we don't control the narrative enough. I don't know what you guys thought about it. Let me see. Let's see what you guys are saying. So, you know, I don't want to make this too long, y'all, but I just wanted to say, can't see your face. You can't see me? You guys can't see me? Okay, oh, that's your cheek. You know what I'm saying? So just to recap, I'm just saying like this, yo. Just for the future, because for this election, it's kind of late. I don't, you know, it was like whatever, man. Whoever gets in, it's going to be the same garbage. Maybe if Joe Biden gets in, the COVID situation will be dealt with better, but who knows what other bullshit's going to come with it. And of course, Trump is probably going to kill another 200,000 people because of his shenanigans and fuck up the economy more. But I'll say like this, but just looking on a local level and for the future, we got to start playing the game to some degree. I know some of y'all probably could run for local office. I got a brother that's in the city council. I mean, like, there has to be, I understand that some of us believe that we have to just totally tear down the system. I get that. I'm not against that. But until then, we should be able to maneuver within the system in a way that is more comfortable. Because we're in it. And to do that, we have to assert our power. We can't lose the momentum that we have right now. We got to keep the pressure on. That, in fact, all that, the pull up, all that, the economics, the politics, everything. We got to push the full throttle on this right now. That has to be the move. So thank God the youth ain't arguing over this petty dumb shit that some of us our age are doing. To tell you the truth, the youth are ready. They're ready to go. They want results. They're taking upon themselves. You see what they're doing on the TikTok and shit. So like, yo, let's be an example to that. You know what I'm saying? And get real tangible shit done. No, we're not going to agree with any politician 100%, any master teacher 100%, anybody 100%. We don't have to. All we have to do is agree with what the end game should be. And if that is empowerment and justice, then we're going to take different slight routes to get there. We're going to have different takes on certain things. That's okay. But we still have to do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I'm out, y'all. Peace.